Andy here. We got Carlos waiting. Let's bring these folks in here. Thank you so much. So
Carlos, you're a rock star. I've been watching the chat. Everyone loves Carlos. Can we start that as a hashtag?
We get a hashtag
we love Carlos.
100%.
Thank you. I love you too.
No pressure, but we could get a hashtag we love Andy after this.
Absolutely.
We're just going to see. No pressure, though. So I'll let you do the introductions, Mari. Carlos, Andy, so excited to have you here.
Fantastic. So we have Andy Fidel here and Carlos from Spatial Networks exploring how spatial networking, it couldn't be hotter. So literally best for last, right? So spatial networking and immersive event design are transforming digital spaces into sharing human experiences, right? It's human in the loop. It's not just about the technology. We've heard almost everybody say that. So human in the loop are literally the human experience in creating vibrant virtual communities. Couldn't be more appropriate for this community. So I'm happy to hand it over to the two of you, and I'll be back in a little bit here. And we have some really important things to talk about at the end, but this is fantastic. I leave it to you.
Thank you very much, Maury, for this extraordinary presentation. For me, it's really a pleasure to meet Andy again. We are friends since more than 7 years. I think we have been working together in many projects. And I love to have this opportunity to close this amazing education summit talking about new things. And I think we'll be surprised. So thank you, everyone, to be with us still, if you are live or you are offline. And first of all, I would love to ask Andy, after this incredible world tour that taking you across so many innovation hubs and creative centers, exploring the latest AR, VR, and XR, I have to ask, how could you summarize that event you have seen? What has surprised you the most, and what has truly inspired you, please?
Yeah, no, it's been a whirlwind, and I did have this really incredible opportunity to take part in so many different tech activations that essentially got me connected with some of the top talent and brightest minds that we have in VR and AR, and kind of seeing from their perspective what's cool, what's great, what do we need, where do we need to expand on, where do we need to focus on. What has inspired me most, actually, I didn't think it was going to be this at all, but it's seeing how immersive tech can be used out in the world. So I've always been someone that's using a lot of virtual tech and like extensions of events, but like how can our technology be integrated in our day-to-day life? So finding these use cases for it to be better integrated in some of our needs, how do we enhance what we're doing in this physical realm? So that's something that's new for me. How can we be more efficient, more accessible, and more informational? Or obviously, again, like my favorite use case is how to use immersive tech to better empower the remote experience and continue to build and sustain those relationships with friends, family, and colleagues. So now I'm getting like these like two different perspectives of immersive tech, one out in the physical world and one that's remote. That's my forte, and that's where I've been for the past 10 years. There's this one app that I'd love to share that won an award at LensFest. It's called CardDB by Nigel Artman, that explored spectacles, how it can make shopping smarter and healthier. So just with the glance, you know, you're looking and scanning these barcodes, and it's giving you a personalized health insight on a product or whatever information that you need to know about what you're doing. That's something that's new for me. I love wearing this technology out in the public. I also got to try the Spectacle as their new translation app, whether it's speaking with someone in real time on all these different languages. And it's kind of incredible to see how effective it is. Or even, you know, scanning a piece of document, a restaurant card, and getting that all translated in real time. And then on the flip side, back to my VR and MR roots, Jigsaw Night by Steve Lucas. I got to try that at a conference. And it's this mixed reality app where you complete puzzles with friends and family. It sounds simple, but that's the beauty of it, because a lot of our immersive tech apps and experiences are so complex to even onboard. And so having something as easy just to have people feel like you're there in real time, at the end of the day, that's what boils down for me as the strongest and core concept of social XR, is feeling that you're there with me, with the presence and the shared experience. So some sneak peeks of some things I've seen that will be rolling out to the public.
Awesome. You began your journey in the virtual worlds, and that's actually where we first met back in the magical days of AltspaceVR. Since then, you have been collaborating with so many brands and platforms, helping design, build, and energize interdigital communities. We have had the opportunity to collaborate in some projects together. So please tell us how you could describe the current state of these virtual spaces. Do you still believe there is a future for the metaverse? How do you see young people approaching these new worlds? Part video game, part virtual community? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think right now I'm really vibing with the word multiverse. I think there's value in all these different realms, right? We have our physical, our digital, and our virtual, and they all play an important part in how we communicate and collaborate. I've got two words that come to mind right now, and that's cross-platform and interoperability. They're words that we've heard go around in our industry, but I think right now is a really big opportunity to double down on them. I'm seeing a lot of platforms shift their focus to mobile. Whether it's Horizon Worlds focusing on mobile gaming, mobile first, or even for the first time ever, mobile only experiences with a desktop editor, like their actual worlds and experiences in Horizon Worlds that you just can't access with the headset. So that's a major shift in priorities. Or Snap at LensFest, it just released a Lens Studio update that empowers mobile access and building. So creating lenses on the go. I haven't tried it, but I'm really curious using Gen AI, how we can access that. And obviously, Gen AI making its way through every single tool, platform, and industry that we know, which overall for XR, I think has the opportunity to lower the bar to entry. At the end of the day, I believe we need more creators, we need more developers, and more communities in XR. So if people are using the product, they're consuming the product, they're producing the product, they're playing, they're learning, and they're engaging, then that just means more people in our industry. And to your final point, I don't know. I think young people, I think we have to give them the credit that, like, do they see it as a video game? Do they see it as like a virtual community? Honestly, I think they see it as a business venture. I am so surprised and inspired by the youth having this entrepreneurial mindset. So like they're not just building for funsies, like they're building because they're starting their career at such an early age. I'm meeting these amazing entrepreneurs at like 19 years old that have like 35 employees. Like, like when I was 19, I don't know what I was doing at 19, but I wasn't like building a business. And so I feel like any platform or any mentor and educator, it's like, how do we like guide this talent to live and like be sustainable in this new economy, in this new industry? So any platform that's looking to attract or retain talent, it's doubling down on the monetization and the distribution opportunities. So like it's cool to have these tools that help people learn better and create better and having it be more accessible. And then we need to make content creation in XR actually be sustainable so people stay here in the long run. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. And talking about education, do you feel students and new generations are really being educated to understand how this technology works and what it can do for them? Or really they just using it without reflection, without real awareness? And what about the teachers, mentors, coaches, and the parents? They really understand how they can use this technology, or they are still resisting, perhaps out of fear of lack of knowledge?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we kind of have to leave room for youth. And I consider myself youthful, but I also have some people that are way youthful than me now coming into here and having these different perspectives and thoughts on technology. I think every generation kind of gets this opportunity to be embedded in a certain type of technology. And so things like immersive tech, social gaming, things that matter to me and values that I have might not actually be the ones that the future generation has. So, it reminds me of university in 2014 when social media had just hit the masses and we were getting into all these different types of programs to do productions. My professors didn't know what to do with my class. And so I ended up actually being a TA and an educator during that year. So it's a student teaching other students. And I thought that was so cool. Or some of the schools actually giving students full access and responsibility of the school's social media. So, I want to say and encourage educators like to utilize and empower the youth that have different perspectives on this technology. Like, what do they need? Because at the end of the day, we're always guiding the next gen going forward. And it's not necessarily needing to teach solutions, because I think they're changing so fast that we're not able to keep up. But like, how do you teach how to learn? Like, how do you make sure that the students and that the youth are constantly learning on their own? They're critical thinkers, because the new, I feel like, question of our generation is, what is real? Like, we're gonna get a point, like in the next couple of years, there will be more deep fakes. There'll be maybe more content of me online speaking than actually my own content, right? So like, how do we think critically about the media and the world around us? How do we stay flexible and adaptive in this high pace, ecosystem? Parents, educators, I mean, like, all technology in moderation and supervision. Like, we're all in this wild, wild west. I don't think anyone can say anything right now is like safe and secure. Like, for us to be responsible and mature and have actual mature conversations, but definitely include youth, because I feel like they absolutely know what's going on more than we give them credit. So
yeah. Well, we are living in a bubble, like in this summit. We are talking about innovation, advantages, benefits, but there is a lot of noise out there about screens, about AI, about virtual worlds. But I always came back to a simple example. A car in the hands of someone reckless, drunk, or untrained can become a deadly machine. But there is not for. We learn to drive in schools. Our cities have signs, traffic lights, universal rules, so that cars can move safely, freely, and beautifully through our streets. So my question is, do you think that the same can be true for advanced technology in education? Can we build a future where XR, AI, immersive tools flow safely through our societies, guided by ethics, creativity, compassion?
yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, I'm in for immersive tech in the long run, and I think it's an amazing tool for the classroom, for the workspace, for any industry, any field at all. I think immersive tech is the next level of communications. Really good for students for expression, experimentation, and collaborative play. But I don't think it replaces traditional values. I think you need to have a solid base so that we can add on all this new technology and these new perspectives. But you need a core base of thinking and a core way of creating your own thoughts around things. Like, I actually don't think AI is that intelligent. It's a regurgitation and like a collection of past information. Like, there's not much novelty and innovation coming through just using AI, and that's what I fear about most with youth. So I think it starts with intentional design. Tech isn't neutral; it reflects the values of those who build it. Like, we're not just building new tech; we're building for new ways to belong with each other and to communicate. So I want to see more inclusive voices in there actually shaping it. Digital literacy, critical thinking, and co-creation should be part of the curriculum. And then for me, it's not just headset and hardware and tech. I think everyone's been saying it. Like, it's emotional, ethical, and creative frameworks. So, asking ourselves, why are we using this technology? In what ways? What does it empower? Who is it for? And at the end of the day, I keep saying this, but for me, tech is a blinking light if it has no intention and has like no impact. So like, sometimes VR, AR, XR isn't the right way to go. Sometimes it's pen and paper. But when you use it, like, make sure that like people are coming out of it so much more inspired or better relationship building. Like, it's got to bring that extra added value, or I don't know, you don't need it. So
Oh, great, sure. And well, according to all these questions and answers and our minutes here, and as a resume of the summit, how you see or how you imagine the future in 5 years' time in the schools, in the education environment? What is your idea or your perception about that?
yeah, I'll make it real quick because we're running out of time. I see it being hyper personalized. I think that we're all super unique. I think there's value in the collective, but there's also an appreciation that we all have different minds and pathways to learning and visualizing. So tools like XR and AI allow us to personalize the learning framework. So like, I can do something 100 times because I need to, and you do it 2 times because you need to. I need to be challenged in ways that you don't. So I definitely see ways that like we're gonna hone in and personalize and customizable learning modules for each and every student and professor. So that's something I look forward to. I would have loved to kind of like keep learning at home or learning at my own pace. So yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Andy, for your time, for your thoughts.
Thank you,
For
Andy.
sharing with us. It was really a pleasure. Thank you very much. Love
Thanks
you.
everyone. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Andy, guess what? You earned the hashtag We Love Andy as well.
Oh, great. All
It
right.
happens.
I want to see it online.
You did it. I appreciate you. That was awesome. Carlos, thank you so much.
My
All right,
pleasure.
thanks, team.
Thank you both. Thank you, Andy. Well, if you are not a member, please join. We're going to do this end of the year special so that you can join, get the white papers, get the trend reports, get to events, learn. So truly, thank you. That's cool. We got that discount code that'll be running all conference, and there we are. So if you're ready to build the future, you come to the website, hit a button, you'll learn more. We can get you included. And that said,